Tonight, members of parliament are putting the Ministry of Education on the spot following revelations that the ministry has been releasing millions of shillings to ghost learners. A section of lawmakers from the ODM party now want a total overhaul of the education ministry, including the audit of all public schools to ascertain their physical addresses and the number of learners in each school. Stephen Leto now reports.
A damning report penned by the National Assembly's Public Accounts Committee and tabled last week has unmasked what a section of ODM lawmakers have termed as suspicious findings. Report compiled after a lengthy grilling of top Ministry of Education officials exposed a deep-rooted racket inside the Ministry of Education and its regional branches colluding to enroll ghost learners to siphon money from the Education Ministry. Report tabled last week by Public Accounts Committee Chair Opiyo Wandayi noted that there was a fictitious school called Mundeku Secondary School in Kakamega County that benefited from the disbursement amounting to 11.1 million shillings. The non-existent school was created by Joshua Momanyi, who is a former clerical officer at the Directorate of Education Officers in Kakamega, and he listed the ghost school in the disbursement schedule to siphon millions from taxpayers' coffers. The school had fraudulently enrolled 1,188 learners during its existence. ODM MPs demanding in-depth investigations in the ministry and the possibility of having more ghost learners.
Someone created these ghost schools. Someone wired monies to them, and someone collected those monies.
The Ministry of Education, that has already interdicted the rogue officer, has revealed that there are 529,997 ghost learners in public schools that Education Management Information System NEMIS has been able to detect. Consequently, the ministry has been losing a staggering 752 million shillings annually paid for in the free education program, but without learners. This fact putting Education CS Professor George Magoha and PS Belio Kipsang at crossroads with the legislators.
The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, together with the DCI and any relevant authority, should continue looking into this matter.
The Minister of Education must be as clean as snow. And we cannot allow it. If you want to work in the Ministry of Education, you must be a clean person. You devoid of this corruption, devoid of anything like this. And actually, we have to clean that ministry. And we are calling for total overhaul of the Ministry of Education, because this is an indicator that bad things are happening in that ministry.
As the party, we will probably say that, this thing ought to be dealt with in the shortest time possible, perhaps 2 weeks or a month.
In the report before Parliament, an officer in the ministry also inflated enrollment of learners in 185 schools, prompting an overpayment of 269.2 million shillings. The Public Accounts Committee recommending a 3-month period to have all investigation agencies roll their sleeves. With revelations that there exist ghost learners and ghost schools in some parts of the country, a section of MPs now wants the EACC and DCI to conduct investigations and arrest all those involved in the racket. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV, Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.